Hi sweet friends, welcome to YoUniquely Vintage You. My name is Michelle and my sister Cheryl and I welcome you to our channel. If you like home decor, DIY, and style on a budget, then we're so glad that you're here. I hope you'll consider subscribing to be a part of our YouTube family. We share new videos every Monday and Friday. In today's video, I wanted to share with you how to make a couple of really easy, inexpensive signs made with things that you probably already have on hand. These are two that I made for my sister for her home tour. The supplies you're going to need is just any kind of sign that you have. I have some scrapbook paper, some ribbon, some scrap material, a few old buttons, scissors, and things like that. So let's get started and let me show you how I did this. Okay, to get started, I'm just taking the sign that I've had on hand for a while, and I've got some foam board that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I am just laying it out on the back of the sign to measure what size to cut it. So I'm going to measure and then I'm going to cut. And I'm going to show you that I use scissors to cut this, but actually you need a razor blade. It cuts so much easier. That's what I used on the second one, so I would totally suggest ditching the scissors and using a razor blade. Okay, now that I have it cut, I'm just making sure it fits snug. You want it to fit snug on inside the frame so it doesn't fall out. And also, if you will take a pencil and write on the back what your frame or your old sign is, then you'll always remember what it is, because I would probably forget if you have as many signs as I do. Once you decide on your scrapbook paper, just measure it and cut it. Now mine is a 12 by 12, so it didn't fit. So what I'm going to do is just cut another piece to fit in that little section. So since this has a design on it, just treat it like as if it was wallpaper. So you're just going to kind of line it up the best you can so that it kind of camouflages the seam somewhat. I'm just using a glue stick to glue mine together, and once I have it the way I like it, then I'm just going to glue that directly onto that foam board. Okay, now we're ready for the fun part. I've just gathered up a little scrap piece of navy material for my flag and some ribbon. So I'm just taking red ribbon and I'm just going to decide where I want to place it, and then I'm just going to start gluing it in place. So I'm kind of using the red ribbon because my background is white, so that way it is the red, white, and blue. Okay, so as you can see, I glued down one side, and now I'm just gluing down the other side. And on the short pieces, I'm really not going to glue them in the middle, but I'm going to go back and actually glue just little spots down on the long pieces. I think it just keeps them in place and keeps them from kind of sagging. Okay, now let's glue that blue piece of fabric on top. And once I have that in place, then I've decided I want to add a star. Now you can make a star out of anything. I was hoping I had just some muslin that I could have tore and made like a rough star, but I really didn't have anything like that. I had a little piece of burlap ribbon that I cut a star out of right there, but I really didn't like that. Then I thought, well, I've got some scrapbook stars, but I didn't like that. So I decided I would take these old buttons and I would just go or glue them all over this burlap star. So I'm just kind of showing you how I place it. So when you're doing this, just make sure that you stay within those lines so that it really mimics a star. My goodness, this glue is so stringy. But yes, I finally got it all glued on there and I love the way it looks. So now I'm just going to glue it to the center of my blue square. I think this turns out super cute. You could do this on any sign, you can make it any size, and it doesn't have to be permanent. You just put the foam board in, and when you're done with it, you can just pull it out. So I love this. I hope you guys will give this a try. Okay, let's make this second sign. This is actually a sign. It was from Hobby Lobby, but I found it at the thrift store. I loved the black frame on it, and I thought I could repurpose it. So I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to cut the foam board according to the right size. I'm going to take the scrapbook paper that I decided to use and glue that to the center. And again, it's not the right size. I'm going to have to piece it. So always remember, when you piece any kind of paper together, just try to line it up the best you can so that the seam kind of disappears. So I'm just going to use a glue stick. I'm going to glue that scrapbook paper down. And then we are going to take that USA sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to pull that apart. And then I'm going to glue that on my sign. truly love how this turned out. I think these signs are so cute and they are very inexpensive. So I hope that you guys will give these a try. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it so very much. I hope that you found this useful or maybe inspiring to create your own one-of-a-kind signs. Before I go, I want to leave you with this beautiful Bible verse. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. I pray that you will always put God first and serve Him with all your heart, soul, and might, for He's the most important thing in this whole world. I thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, guys.